Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 13 of Curse of Strahd. You will notice if you look at the list of characters, there are definitely some new characters that are in. We have some reorganization things to do, and everything has been situated. We will be introduced to all the new characters. The only one that has technically stayed or is staying is Sir Edward. Everyone else is going to be quote unquote new. Um, we'll deal with that when that road gets crossed. And aside from that, um, last we left off, the party of Sir Edward, Corvum, Orryn, and Trixie just handled were just part of a brutal encounter involving themselves and three night hags that ended up rendering them unconscious and or polymorphed, and even a few of them with some death saves right outside the windmill. And they decided to take a long rest and leave in the morning to continue their campaign, or their trek towards Valaki with Irina, the noblewoman from the village of Barovia. And at this point, is there anything besides continuing down the road that you all are basically Sir Edward, um, Orryn, and Trixie would be doing?
Yeah, Orryn and Trixie would probably just be making their way down the road, honestly.
By the way, what time of the morning would you say you guys are leaving out?
What time was it that we... Well, it depends. We would need a full 8 hours.
Right, so it was about 10 o'clock when y'all finally got to doing your long rest. So minimum would be like 6 a.m. Minimum would be like 6 a.m.
Yeah, let's say about 6:30, 7 a.m. we're actually making our way down the road.
Okay, because of setting up your spells and all that as Orryn.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, as you guys, well, let me get to that point. As you guys are, I guess it would help if I say, hey, Sir Edward, I'll kick in your ass. As you guys start trekking down the road, it seems, I mean, you hear just various noises of a daytime, and you can see it is a little misty out, but it's not that same mist that brought you to Barovia. It is a true physical mist that you would be used to in like Faerun or any of your other settings. And you guys continue down the road uneventful for about 6 hours, and you get to about here when suddenly Corvum is you watch as Corvum just suddenly becomes rigid, like he has been petrified, and you can't figure out why. You don't see anything that might give an idea as to why.
He tries to figure out what he could do, but realizes he can't do anything about it.
Sir Edward unsheaths his sword and readies for combat just in case.
I don't think there's combat here, Sir Edward. I don't think we have to worry about that. I think there's something else going on that is out of my control.
It freaked Sir Edward out for Corvum to turn into be petrified.
Well,
Would you like a hug, Sir Edward?
not physically petrified, but he's like stuck in place. He can't move. And you see him trying to move, but all he can really move is like his arms. His feet are like stuck on the ground.
Would we see anything underneath his feet at all?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation? Okay. I will give myself guidance on that. Investigation.
I didn't think about it, but yeah, we do have a moment. Oh, well, wrong one. That was intimidation.
I'll keep the +2 because I gave myself guidance on it.
Yeah.
So 13 to 15.
You notice a glowing symbol beneath his feet.
Would we recognize it? Or would I recognize it, I should say?
You would recognize it as you have been with Corvum for so long as a symbol of Asmodeus, which is his
Sir Edward
patron.
and Trixie, knowing that that's the sigil, I look at Sir Edward and Trixie and go, guys, stay out of this.
Sir Edward puts his sword to the earth and leans on it and says, "Okay."
This is between Corvum and his deity. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okie dokie. Sir Edward leans on his sword, awaiting.
All right. Well, as you guys await,
as she watches it, she sits down Indian style and just fiddles with her blade, with her dagger.
Okay. As you guys watch and wait to see what happens, suddenly, where where Corvum was, just opens up and you watch him like just fall into the earth. Oh my fucking god, my neighbors. Give me a second. I need to shut my window.
Trixie stands up, kind of like at the ready. But Orryn just kind of looks at her and just puts his hand like somewhere on her, probably on a leg or something, and says, "Easy, easy. This is not our fight. This has nothing to do with us." As Orryn hears that, he looks over Sir Edward and just looks this dumb look on his face and goes, "No, you think?"
And okay. Eventually, the spot where Sir Edward, or God, why do I keep saying Sir Edward? The spot where Corvum was closes up, and off in the distance, I need a. No, you know what? The rest of you notice that just past the tree line, there is what seems to be an elf dressed in robes with the symbol of Asmodeus on his cloak or on his robes, just standing there.
She'll go ahead and start to put her hood. She'll start to put her hood up and start to. But she'll try to want to go charge after the elf. But Orryn will grab her by the leg just to, like do an almost like a bear hug, because he's not that tall. He can't grab all the way up to the chest area and squeeze. So he just squeezes the leg and goes, again, this is not our fight. There's a reason why he's here. Let's invite him over and let's see what's going on.
All right. Well, you guys look at the elf, and I guess at this point you would invite him over for a conversation. And this is where we get to meet Zane.
I'm guessing I'm just gonna come up then. All right.
That's up to you. I mean, you can do it
I'm gonna
cautiously. You can
approach-
just approach. Up to you.
With caution. Am I able to pre-prep a spell just in case something goes wrong?
Sure.
I'm gonna
Oh God.
Phasmodio Force, but I'm probably not gonna use it, obviously.
He had 7 years experience.
Just gonna introduce myself. My name is Zane, and simple as it is, I was given a task to, well, as you can tell, kind of send him back to hell.
What do you mean by trying to send him back?
It was just a task by, well, a cult that worships his god, I suppose. I can't say I have the exact same views, but a job's a job.
I get that. I believe all three of us get that. And sorry for not introducing ourselves. My name is Orryn. I am guess you could say the cleric, and he uses the word cleric in quotes, of the group. This is Trixie. She likes to go stabby a lot. And this tall gentleman right over here is Sir Edward. Heads up, he likes to fight.
Sir Edward takes his fist and pounds his chest and says, nice to meet you, Sir Elf.
Nice to meet you as well. I see no quarrel, I suppose, as long as y'all didn't seem too, well, frankly, you didn't seem too fond of him.
I won't go as far as we weren't too fond of him. He kind of... What's the best word for this? And then Trixie goes over, bends down, and just whispers something into Orryn's ear. Oh, yeah, you're right, Trixie. I forgot about that. He was a loner.
So he disobeyed his god, I'm guessing.
I don't know what his god told him to do or not to do. I don't know. He was just there.
Unsure.
I mean, sure, last battle, he turned into a frog.
I just look perplexed by that.
We'll fill you in later. Don't worry about it. Well,
where are y'all heading?
Well, we're heading to take, and Orryn looks over and points at the lady that I can never remember her name to save my life. What was it again, sorry?
Arena.
Well, we're here to take Arena to this place to keep her safe. And seeing how we are currently down a member, would you like to help us on our travels? We could really use somebody with your skills.
I'm heading the same way, so might as well.
Mind you, while this is all happening, you do see that his hands are glowing a little bit as he had prepped a spell.
I'll undo my spell now. I'm sorry, you kind of have to be cautious with strangers. Don't worry, it's nothing.
Completely understandable.
Huh?
I said completely understandable.
I say, don't worry, it only would have trapped you in your mind.
Orryn kind of turns around and kind of looks at Sir Edward. And it just goes, is it put away? Please tell me your sword is sheathed.
Well, not yet. I'm still leaning on it, but I can put it away.
I don't think this costs
anything. Well, if you put it in your hands and fighting position, we're good.
Minor illusion is a cantrip, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show them my specialty. I'm just gonna summon like a cube or something, I guess. A 5x4 cube of a minor illusion, just since it's a cantrip, I can just do that and just show them. As you can tell, my specialty is illusions. You can touch it; it's not really actually there.
Trixie takes her. Still has her dagger in her hand, and she just comes up and starts trying to stab it, and just goes right through it.
I am what people call an illusionary wizard, I guess. Mainly the
Takes his sword and twirls it and puts it back in his scabbard.
And I'll decast it now. But yeah. I'm guessing I'm what most people call a wizard, but I more so just seek knowledge.
But don't most wizards seek knowledge anyways?
Yeah, I suppose.
I have a good friend back home. He was the one that brought me here, actually. He was a wizard. He is a very high wizard, and all he ever does is just get wisdom. He just searches for information.
All wizards seek their own
Well,
information.
comrades, I think we should get going.
Yeah, I agree. We gotta go. Well, I guess while we go, we can talk, get to know each other a little bit better, and just go from there.
Sure.
All right, well.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna hurt you. None of this party is. Unless you kill a dog. Or try, or...
Dogs are nice.
Oh my god, you had to go there.
Yes, that was a stab, and there's a reason why.
Oh,
Can I pry into that via rolling? Let's see.
You have to roll. I'm gonna explain exactly what happened.
He's gonna listen to what happened then.
Yeah, he will. Orryn, as we're walking, Orryn will tell you the story of the house that we went to when we first got here, and how Sir Edward became friends with a dog by the name of Lancelot. And he absolutely loved Lancelot. Absolutely loved him. Well, we got to a point, to make a long story short, we got to a point to where we needed to leave that house. And what was the best way for us to leave the house but for Lancelot to stay behind? And the house fell.
That is...
When we got into town, somebody, and he takes his elbow and just elbows Sir Edward in the... just barely just taps him on the side. Says somebody decided to go on a little bit of a bender.
Listen here, you little dwarf prick.
So while they're talking, all that I'm also going to be reading as well.
If you poke me again, I'll stomp you. I'll step on you.
I'm picking, okay? I'm picking.
All right, well, another hour, 2 hours, another 2 hours go by. You guys have been talking, getting to understand each other and what type of a party you guys have. You've gotten to hear a little bit about Arena and her her issue with Strahd von Zarevich, the gentleman or the vampire that lives in the castle. That nope, Sir Edward, leave your character alone. On the big map, I control your character. Got it?
I wasn't trying to move it. I was trying to move the map.
Okay. So, anyways, it's about she tells you the story of how Strahd von Zarevich keeps asking Arena to marry him, and she keeps telling him no. Strahd von Zarevich is a very evil vampire. Is like the quote unquote lord of this land, and has just basically been a tyrant to everyone in the land. And about the point where you guys are now, we're looking, I would say you would have taken at least 1 or 2 short rest in this time. So we're looking about 8 hours in. So 7. Wait, you'd be looking. It's mid-afternoon, about 3 o'clock. You suddenly hear howling, and look around. Sorry for the change of map. Give me a quick second to verify that everything is looking good. And up ahead, you see a very, very, very big wolf. I'm trying to get the map where others can actually see it. Because we got certain players that are actually, or certain people actually viewing this game. And I think that would give. Why does that view? Oh, we're not. Oh, wow. It is that big of a map. All right. So maybe, there we go. You can see a very big wolf ahead of you that all of you recognize as a dire wolf.
Sir Edward grins ear to ear.
I'm just gonna do something fun.
Well,
So you wanna do
oh,
something
yeah.
fun, Sir Edward? I'm just gonna touch you on the back, right, and cast Dragon's Breath, giving him the
Okay.
ability. I believe this. You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth.
So,
Do you want cold, acid, lightning, fire, or poison? Pick. You can pick between those.
One that will do the most damage.
And probably fire then. All right, you can now exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone range. Each creature that is in the area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 damage of the chosen type on a save fail.
is this a concentration spell, or does it have a certain time frame?
Let me see. It is concentration based.
Okay, and does it have a time frame of how long it lasts?
Concentration, it says duration concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay,
So I think I have to
he has
concentrate
a
for a
minute.
minute.
He has a minute to cast or to use Dragon Breath. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we're like closer, obviously, and let me know when you do it. That way I can do the roll.
Okay. Well, yeah. If it's required, but just as you guys are about to head towards the dire wolf, you watch as Orryn and Trixie just suddenly blink out of existence.
It's not good.
Now, mind you, as you're standing there, just poof, be gone, and you're going, what do we do at this point? Of course, because you are now down to just you and Zane. And knowing the abilities of a direwolf, it's not looking great for both of you against a direwolf.
I don't see it.
As you,
I'm just gonna correct my knuckles.
okay, as
I
you
have an
stand
idea.
there, suddenly, well, first up, let's go ahead and get a. Oh wait,
That's an
here
initiative.
we go. Yep, I need an initiative roll from everyone, including Zorag and Shadow.
11 for me. Oh, 5. Oh. I already have an idea what I'm gonna do, and you're not gonna like it. That direwolf might die.
That was an abysmal roll.
All right. Well, you know, it is what it is. So, all right. That being said, um,
Question: do I have my new Soul Eater sword now, or do I wait until?
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, I just wanted to know.
Yep. Now, let me see what the stats on this is. Oh, shit. I did not realize they are that fast. Damn. All right.
Did you see my roll by chance?
I did.
Okay, just want to make for sure.
Wait a minute. How did yours not?
Hold on. Let me do it this way. Let me do this. Hold on.
Oh, I know what happened. Let me end this combat and restart it. Yeah, I see that. I forgot you have advantage.
I don't remember. I did it secretly.
Yeah. I know. I know.
I just wanted to make for sure you saw it.
Yes.
But it was that because I
Yep.
have advantage.
I gotta re.
I know, but I was just letting you know.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta switch these up and change them because the automatic went away. We got him at 11, Mr. Edward at a 5, and the other at a 4. Okay. All right. And Irina is actually staying out of this combat just for the fact that she already knows the danger that is involved with a direwolf. And where Orryn used to stand, suddenly you watch as a hooded figure just appears in his spot.
Has his sword pointed at him and says, "Who are you?"
You shall see soon enough. Shadow will go. This is a 30-mile. This is 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Really can't do anything else, so that will be Shadow's turn.
All right. The direwolf that you guys see, thank you, looks at this cloaked creature. Let me see. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Starts making way towards the cloaked figure. And as it's about to, as it stops, you hear it just howl out. And no idea why, but the creature ends its turn. And with that, okay, I need to figure out. Oh. Oh, that sucks. All right, I can't reveal just whichever one this one is. Darn it. That BS. Because they're all listed as direwolf. Maybe I can figure out. Okay, fine. You all have a sense that something is not right with that howl, and you have a feeling that you are being watched.
Alright.
But you cannot actually see these creatures at this point. Okay, let me do this real quick. Poof. All right. And this one, oops. Of course, I'm on pan. Comes down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and gets close to Shadow.
You are aware I'm first in initiative order, right?
Yep. You've already done your initiative.
I know, but just look at where the other ones are.
Yeah, exactly. But, anyways. Yes, if you ain't figured it out, Shadow is my roommate. It's like, good lord, dude. That being said, attempts to bite Shadow. Ooh, and what is your AC there, Shadow?
15.
All right. As it comes up to you and goes to bite you, you feel it trying to drag you away, and you take 6 piercing damage and are now prone.
So that's the way it's going to be, huh?
As it drags you to the ground, it knocks you prone. Okay,
Roger that.
Yep. Oh, God. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You can see another one come out of the bushes or out of the tree line, but it's unable to get to anyone. And then, why are they all 14? Damn. Oh wait, never mind. That's something else. I just realized what I'm talking about. Okay, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 is not quite able to get to Donner or Shadow.
Call me by my government name.
Huh?
I said, please do not call me by my government name.
Ooh, I have something I can do here.
You're gonna have to do something.
Oh, you'll see.
I don't know. I'm on the ground. I can't do shit.
Yeah, you guys that are in the back, Sir Edward and Zane, you are watching all this movement in the tree line, and you're like, "Oh God, here we go!" Realizing that it wasn't just a single wolf that was coming for you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Bless you, dear. And we are now on to Zane.
All right. So I can see roughly where they are, I imagine, since the tree lines and I'm an elf, I imagine I can probably notice that pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, you would
Besides
see
two.
where they are roughly just because you would notice the tree line, the movement in the tree line.
Second, let me see about this. Okay, yeah, I think I'm right. All right, so I'm gonna cast Phantasmic Force right here, which hit. How do I ping? Okay, right here. Right here, which hits Wolf D, B, C, and E. And they all must make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. So DC. So B, C, D, and
B,
E.
C. Yep, B, C, D, E.
Intelligence saving throw. All right. And what is the DC on it?
15.
15. All right. Jesus. I sort of figured this was going to happen. Yeah, every single one of them fail.
All right, they are now trapped in a 10 by 10 box that is pitch black. Even if they have like dark vision, they won't be able to see. And it is both blazing hot and like frigid cold. And I'd say since they're wolves, I probably would have overwhelming their sense of smell as well, with just all kinds of different scents. And now all of them are going to take, let's see how much damage they take. They all take 8 damage.
Okay.
And I believe, let me see, while affected, wait, okay, I'm going to read it. The target can take a sturdy action to examine the force, check against save throws. It succeeds. I believe they can't attack or do anything right now either. And Shadow is right out of the range of it as well.
And by the way, at the same time, Sir Edward has now lost his ability to use Dragon Breath.
Yeah, that's fine. This is more important to do right now. And
yes.
Even if Shadow's in the range, I can choose not to put him in there.
Gotcha.
But you know, all of them, they all just took 10 damage, or no, 8 damage, sorry. And they can't do any attacks or anything like that, I believe. And right now, like I said, I'm overwhelming their sense of smell. They can't see anything, and it's both blazing hot and blazing cold. And that's the end of my turn. And I believe each round, let me look how they get out of it real quick. Target treats it as if they treat this as if it's real. And interacting with it, for example, if the target steps to a force bridge and falls, it believes it exists and causes the fall. Oh yeah, I believe they have to do an investigation check to get out of this against my spell DC.
Oh Jesus! You have no idea that
I just
one
screwed
spell.
that over, didn't I?
That one spell, dude. I'm just gonna say. I gotta see what the whole facts are on this because
Yeah, I'm checking. Let me check if it's everybody as well.
okay, it's a duration of 1 minute. It's a second level spell, so make sure you burn that spell slot.
I did. I've already burned 2.
Okay. You attempt.
It says target, but it doesn't say I can't cast on multiple people as well. Ones that say that you can't normally say they can't cast on it.
Gotcha.
I think I can do it on multiple targets. But it lasted up to 1 minute. But I believe by the time the 1 minute's over, they're going to be dead anyway.
Yeah.
And by the way, I believe the party can still attack them in the illusion. I'm not sure about that though.
Yes, please find out about that if the party can still attack him in there, please. Thank you.
Because this spell is just really, really good for this situation. And I was hoping this whole time you were going to move the wolves where you moved them.
Okay, so an affected creature can take damage from the illusion if the phantasm represents a dangerous creature or hazard. On each of your turns, such a phantasm can deal 2d8 psychic damage to the target if it is in the phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the phantasm. The target perceives the damage as a type appropriate to the illusion.
You know,
So
like I said,
you're
it's blazing
crafting
hot
an
and blazing
illusion in the mind of the creature you see.
Yeah.
You create
But
a
it does say it's 5
phantasmal.
to 10 foot.
Okay,
Yeah, range
so
area 60 cube.
okay, so on a fail save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or other phenomenon that is no larger than a 10-foot cube. So basically, a large creature or whatever you can do, and that is perceivable only to the target for the duration. So the phantasm includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli. So in other words, you can literally create a another creature attacking it, and only it sees that creature is what you would do at that point, is what it's talking about. Or you could just create a loud sound, but if you had a dangerous creature or hazard in front of it, I mean, it could even be like a spike trip or spike pit or anything like that.
And so what
It
I'm doing
would,
right now is perfectly in reason.
huh?
So what I'm doing right now is perfectly within reason to do, be able to do.
Right, but with it being just in a for example, while affected by the spell, the target treats the phantasm if it was real and rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting it. For example, if the target steps through a phantasmal bridge and survives the fall, it believes the bridge exists and something else
Ooh.
caused it to fall.
I can literally do anything with this then.
Yeah. You can literally create anything that is a 10-foot cube, so basically a 2x2 square.
Alright, and I can even create monsters. Like, they think there's a monster near them.
Yeah, you can create like
Cool.
an illusionary, like it believes there's an illusionary monster beside it.
Right, this is what I'm gonna do then. Instead of what I did, it's still gonna be like unbelievably hot and cold and smells overwhelming them in the pitch black darkness. But in the middle, there's gonna be a giant, I would say probably ogre that they view.
So they see a large ogre. Each of them see a large ogre, right?
I think I can only do medium to large creatures, can't I? Or can I do like any size creature?
It would have to be medium to large because you're talking 10 feet.
Okay, then a large ogre that they perceive as hostile towards them.
Okay, so basically what you would be doing is like oh god.
Basically right in the middle of where they are now.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, right there.
you would have created an ogre. And I mean, for this one over here, it would be like right here.
Yeah.
But literally,
And what
what
they're
it is each one of these are seeing an illusionary ogre right in front of it, attacking at it. Is
yeah,
what
and
is
with the
happening.
unbelievable hot and cold and darkness that they're in currently.
Okay. And we are on to Sir Edward. And it says nothing about concentration, so I believe you can attack them and deal damage to them without
Okay,
it
cool.
breaking
Thank
their
you.
phantasmal force. So, Sir Edward, you're up.
The spaces are 5 feet, right? Or are
Yes,
they
sir.
10?
You got it.
They're 5.
5? Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I would like to attack Direwolf C with my greatsword.
Okay.
Okay.
You notice as you pull your great sword out, it actually has a different look to it. And as you swing, you notice it's hitting a bit harder than prior. So that does hit. Jesus Christ. What a hit. Holy hell. All right.
There goes my first idea.
Okay, so
So I have how many more opportunities? 1, 2, 3. I'm good.
so as you make that nice swing on Direwolf C, what sort of action are you taking when you make your attack? How are you swinging your greatsword?
Trying to aim for his neck.
Okay, so Zane and Shadow, who's still on the ground, you watch as Sir Edward pulls out this greatsword that just seems to have like a little bit of a like blue glow to it. Or no, actually a little bit of like a black glow to it. And you watch as he literally just brings it over his head, comes down over the direwolf's neck, and just straight cuts through his neck and leaving the direwolf without a head. And then you watch as this sword just a weird like that black glow reaches out towards the wolf, and you see something like a white orb coming from that wolf, and it just disappears into that sword.
And also, by the way, I saw somebody mention or heard somebody mention opportunity attack earlier. I believe the wolves right now in my illusion cannot do opportunity attacks. I'm not entirely sure because I don't think they even perceive you right now.
Right. You got
I don't
that.
think, no, I think that's right because the focus is on the illusion, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wolves don't perceive you at all. They think of you as not there.
Zane, we are going to be best of friends.
I love
Okay.
illusionary wizard.
Well, damn, that one direwolf's too far away. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you only got like what 5 more feet of movement, anyways. And you have no, do
Actually,
you have
hold
any
on.
bonus attacks?
I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I actually have 10 feet left.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, 5. I was at 25, right? So,
Yep.
yeah. What's my. Hold on, I gotta look at my walking speed again. I think my walking speed is like 30 something.
Maybe it's 35.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Where the hell is it? I don't know. I think it's like 30 or 35. I can't remember. Oh, I can go, I believe, 2 more. I'm not 100% sure.
Let me double check since you can't find it.
Yeah, for some reason it's not showing up in my app.
Your
I thought it
walking
was 30.
speed is
Might be
30
35. I'm
feet.
not 100% sure.
It's 30 feet.
Yeah, so I have
You have 5 feet of movement.
5 more feet left. So let me count. 1, 5.
That's one block.
Damn. Yeah, he's
You
too
got
slow.
one block.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am. Sir Edward helps Shadow up to his feet.
Actually, you can't being that you
No, he
already
can't.
did an
Because he's already used his
action.
action.
Yep, help is an action.
Oh, it is? Well,
Yep.
never mind then. I guess you get to stay down there then.
It's only for a moment. Do you end your turn?
Yep, I'm done.
All right,
I'm not gonna waste my action urge yet.
Where Trixie was, suddenly you see a gray orc appear. And it's literally right in front of Zane. He just goes, boop, and is right there.
I'm replaced by Actually, hold on.
Zorag?
Where am I? Where am I? Who are you?
I just look at him like, I suppose we can be asking you the same question. Let me see. Well, you see, we're kind of being attacked by a pack of dire wolves right now, so let's handle that later.
Durag turns around and goes, "Wolves!" And he pulls out his shield and gets ready to fight.
Yeah, currently
He
the
sees-
3 over there are currently trapped in my illusion, so if you don't mind, you see those 3 up front? Run towards them and go smash.
Let's see here.
Zane's definitely kind of talk, because you know how orcs and elves are. It's like he's kind of talking like he's not like a child, but kind of under the impression he's a little bit stupid.
Right.
Like not downtoning, but you know, kind of like.
So Zorax accepts it for the moment, recognizing that the wolves are a serious threat. This is the nearest one that is locked in place, I guess. We can see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 3 are. Zane's explained to you, like, those 3 are currently not a worry. Go charge the 3 up front, is basically like what he's saying.
The 3 up front. Okay. So my movement is 30 feet. These are 5-foot squares.
Yes.
Okay, so they don't need to get too far up. They can go here.
Question to the DM.
Yep.
The closer that he gets, would he recognize my cloak?
He would.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
Okay. And to keep things simple for the time being, he's just going to cast a cantrip for the time being, so he gets assessment of what's going on and cast a sacred flame at the dire wolf.
Which one?
See here.
Would that be E? The one that's on the road?
That is correct, D. You lettered.
Yeah, Sacred Flame, is there a DC or anything?
There's a dexterity save, 13.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know why I rolled the damage. But yeah.
Because you forgot to tell about the dexterity save.
No worries.
All right, it does save. So what happens on a save?
It doesn't take damage. It dodges it.
Okay. So, yeah, you watch as Zorag.
Wait, what wolf did he cast on? Did he cast it on E?
E.
Echo. Yep.
He's on an illusion right now. Wouldn't he have disadvantage? Because
No.
my illusion.
No.
No? All right.
A
Because the
wisdom.
spell would say if it's got disadvantage on attacks
Right.
Yeah, I was
or
just
on
wondering.
saving throws.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, I don't know on that because you're talking about the fact that
Because it would
these creatures,
say on the spell.
right, but these creatures are actually,
They're basically trapped on their own mind right now.
well, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. They would say in the Phantasm
Yeah.
Force spell whether it would gain advantage, and it doesn't. It doesn't say anything of that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, the Sacred Flame ends up like right next to Direwolf E, and
Ineffective.
just dissipates. But yes, at the same time, Zorag, you do recognize the shadow on the ground near the guy with this big ass great sword and a whole bunch of armor.
And Zorak just frowns at his miss for the time being, focusing on the wolves and people who may be in danger.
All right. Do you end your turn?
I am my turn from here.
All right. Now, Shadow, you are up.
Yeah, Shadow will take his movement. But because he is prone, he can only get up. So, Sir Edward, as he's looking down, saying, you're stuck down there, you see him do a kip up and land it back up on his feet. Then he looks at Direwolf D. You see what looks like ice particles just form around his mouth. And Direwolf D needs to make does that bring it up? Dexterity saving throw. DC is 11.
It saves.
It still takes half damage.
All right, so roll damage.
That's what I'm doing right now. Can't do it. So I'll do it this way. So it'll take 1 point of cold damage as you see a blast of cold energy come out of Shadow's mouth.
Okay.
And because that is, hold on, I'm reading something real quick. No, because that was not an attack. Okay, fit or range doesn't matter. That's not a ranged attack. That was a spell, sort of.
That is still an action.
He will then do what?
That is still classified an action.
Right, I know it's an action. I was looking at sneak attack.
Oh, okay.
Because it is engaged with the illusion.
Gotcha.
Then he will bonus action. I think I still have that. I can still do
Yeah,
that
you
ability.
still have a
Yes.
bonus action.
I have bonus actions. I know how to run a player. I know how to run a rogue. Bonus action. He will hide.
All right. And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. B can't do anything because it is still engaged with the. Well, let me see. God.
Yeah, I think it needs to make an investigation saving throw, but I think that'd be its turn as well.
Yeah. If you knew these dire wolves and their investigation or intelligence,
Oh, I already know they're not going to pass because I have a 20 intelligence. To be clear,
This is going to be great.
them as
it
pathetic
sucks.
creatures.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck me, you know. I knew I was gonna have to scale up these encounters, but fuck me.
You didn't realize everything I could do, huh?
Yeah. So, anyways, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
The game's worst nightmare, a creative wizard.
God. I appreciate the creativity. Don't get me wrong, but man. 5.
It is a
10,
concentration spell, so I can't really do anything else.
15,
No, you stay where you are.
I don't think the wolves can even take advantage of that. They're not smart enough to take advantage of it.
Yeah, the intelligence on a dire wolf is not that great.
I'm just waiting for all their heads to explode from the psychic damage.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Hey, 50. Okay, direwolf E. Because, yeah, now I gotta wait until your turn to actually do the damage, you know?
Yep. Because they're all going to take the same amount of damage.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Jesus
don't know how much health
Christ.
they have. Kill.
Did you
What'd
know
you
you
get?
can roll a negative save?
He rolled negative?
Negative save.
If he
With
rolled negative,
modifier?
should he take double damage from the illusion?
No. With modifier, it makes it a negative save.
Oh my gosh, that is. You're gonna have to show me
By the
after
way,
the
guys,
game.
I have a +5 to intelligence, and for a Karn, I have a +9.
That's a wizard. You're supposed to have those stats.
D
What,
and
sorry?
E both have negative saving rolls.
Yeah, and like I said, as a wizard, you need those stats.
Yeah.
All right, so 5,
All the other wolves
10,
are like, why are these guys standing still, foaming at the mouth?
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And F is going to bite at Sir Edward. And what is your AC, Sir Edward? Sir Edward?
He's muted right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My bad. I said 16.
Okay. Well, as Direwolf F goes to bite you, it's able to latch on, but it only gets a bite out of your armor without piercing it. And we are back to Zane.
All right, let's see how much damage they take.
Yep. And you can do a custom roll of 2d8. Or do that. Yep. 9
Yep,
more
9
damage. Jesus. Okay.
Are any of them dead?
Well, we got. What was it? B.
Oh, you're gonna hate me. There's another thing I can do to kill 3 of them right now, I believe.
Wait, B, D, and E. Just mind you, if you do another spell, you lose concentration on this one, and that spell goes away.
Well, I know, but it would kill 3 of them right now, but I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I am gonna... Am I able to move up with concentration or no?
Yeah, you can move, you just can't cast.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to next to the new guy. What's his name? Zorg? I'm gonna move up
Zorag.
right next to him. Yeah, I'm gonna move right next to him, basically. I'm gonna square next to him.
B, D, and F. Oh, shit. No, E. That's right.
You know, Wait, F's not in the spell, I don't think. Unless the range is just... Unless he entered the range. I don't know how that works with that. I don't think it works like that.
It don't
But, you
work
know,
like that. Yeah, from
B,
what I can
D, and
tell,
E
it
are
don't.
not in right
It
now.
don't work like that. Okay,
And
so
once they're dead, there's something else I can
none
do.
of them are dead, but you can see that it looks like they're having a brutal battle against something that only they can see.
Yeah. And I believe a minute in terms of turns is like 10 turns, right?
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna move next to Zorag.
Or 10
They're
rounds.
dying, probably.
10 rounds.
Yep. I'll move right next to him since that doesn't break concentration.
Right.
And then once they eventually die, I'm gonna do something. If everything else survives by that time.
Alright, go ahead and get yourself moved.
Oh, I thought you were the one moving. I'll move.
Nope,
I didn't know
you can move
wanted
your
to
own
do that.
character. There we go.
Alright, sweet.
Alright,
Alright, I have my turn.
so now we are on to Sir Edward.
Sir Edward will take his great sword and try and cut off Direwolf F's head.
Alright.
We're basically farming for EXP at this point.
Basically, that's what he's doing.
To be fair, I did take out half the opponents of the fight instantly.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
which
damage.
helps me out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
17. Gotcha.
Dang.
Holy hell. You leave a nice large gash along the side of the dire wolf as you deal 14 damage. And you can see that the gash is actually bleeding a good bit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use my action surge. Where is it? There it is. So I can take one more additional action, except magic, which I don't have any, so.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the charge that's on the great sword.
Actually, at this point, you have not 100. Well, okay. Well, yeah.
I had
That's
one
fine.
charge,
That's fine.
being it's.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And with that, what did we say about it? About that charge, what that charge does? I forget already. Adds 1d6 slashing damage. So, okay, so roll one more 1d6.
1d6.
Yep.
5.
All right, so you deal an additional 5 damage. Make sure you knock off one of your charges, and it's not a bonus action. That's part of your original action. Just so you know, you don't have to action surge that if you want to use the charges.
Okay. Gotcha. Then I'll use my action surge on the greatsword again.
Okay, so you're gonna just attack again on that direwolf,
Yep.
knowing that you did not kill it on the first swing.
Yep.
Okay. Swing again. You hit again.
Okay.
All right, the question is, do you want to absorb another soul?
Yes, I do.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So, as you swing into Direwolf F, how did you swing at it?
I tried aiming for its neck again.
You're going for the execution style swing?
Pretty much.
All right, well, I mean, it didn't take much to get through its neck, and you watch as it just gets decapitated. That same white orb comes out of the direwolf and just gets sucked into your sword.
Sweet.
And does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right.
I'm done.
We're on to Zorag.
Zorag noticed his Vane come up beside him, and he gives him a nod, as if to say, well met. And then he looks at the remaining wolves, and which one of these are wounded?
Huh. B,
Is that
D,
E?
and E.
All right, well, can he see B in the woods? Is this visible all the way through?
Yeah, you would be able to catch an idea of where B is. Just because it has been fighting this phantasmal or this imaginary ogre or whatever.
Whatever it's fighting.
Yeah.
Let's focus on E then, since E is wounded, and he is going to cast a Toll of the Dead, which increases the damage because it is wounded. So it rolls a saving throw versus Wisdom, a saving throw of 13.
So E,
Yep,
Wisdom 13,
correct.
it saves.
Oh, okay.
I believe Toll the Dead still does half damage.
Let me see here. This must succeed and succeed. It is missing any hit points. I'll take it up. It just says the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If it is missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12. So there's not a save versus half. It's an all or nothing. Wait a minute. Yep, that's what it is. It's a save. It's a all or none. So he saves. Zorag is not used to doing the range. He needs to get in the mix.
Gotcha. Okay, yep, you're right. All right.
So he stays where he is and sees what the wolves are going to do. Zorag's turn is done.
You end your turn?
I end my turn.
All right, Shadow. Back to you.
Shadow is hid, right?
Huh? Yes.
Okay. I just want to make for sure. 5, 10, 15, 20. Puts him right there. He will take his first attack on Direwolf D with his dagger.
All right.
That's a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So he'll do 8 points of piercing damage on the first. On his second, because he's dual wielding.
As
Got
you
two
go
fighting.
and stab it with your first dagger, you end up catching its carotid, and you watch as it falls over, gasping for breath, and just dies.
Well, that sucks. Not letting me have my fun.
No, I'm not the one that's not letting you have your fun. It's a wizard that isn't letting you have your fun.
Well, he is letting me have my fun in a way. I can't. The only thing I can do from here. 20, 25. We'll do 25. That's what's it right next to that one. I cannot do a second attack. Because that's the attack already happened and the creature died.
I'm pretty sure 2 of them are going to die next round anyway.
Well, there's reasons why I'm doing it this way. I think that I'm gonna stay hid, and I'm gonna end my turn.
At this point, being that you made that attack, you are no longer hidden.
Right, that's fine. The 2 that I'm going after are preoccupied anyways.
Right.
Actually, no. I will bonus action hide again.
Okay.
Because I'm seen again. So I'll bonus action hide and end my turn.
All right.
Is it even possible for these guys to pass their saving throw?
No. I mean, they would pretty much have to roll a nat 20.
Nah, it's hilarious.
They're saving against my spells.
Well, mine's an
Because
intelligence
it's
save,
not
and they have to-
intelligence.
They have to do a DC 15 to even wake up, which is already a difficult one enough.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is only at 2nd level, by the way. This spell can go up levels.
B. Okay.
He doesn't pass.
Nope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hold on a minute. When you take the hide action, you make a dexterity check, stealth, in an attempt to hide, following the rules for hiding. What are the rules for hiding? Okay. All right. Actually, Shadow, I do need a dexterity check.
You want a dex check or do you want a stealth check?
Stealth check, sorry.
Stealth?
Yeah. Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Hold on. I'm bringing this real quick. That's proficiency. Okay, yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, while you are attempting to hide, you watch as this direwolf comes up behind you. And let me check something. Now, I need to double check because that makes me oh god. I need to check what, if any conditions. What does Phantasmal Force give a condition to the creature? It does not. Yeah, it doesn't say that the creature that has been affected is like incapacitated or anything. Alright. So that being said, really?
Let me guess,
What
he didn't pass the saving throw.
No, it's not even that. What is your AC, Shadow? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Yeah, you watch as this direwolf attempts to bite down on you, but it only catches air. You basically, like, you barely dodge as you notice it actually does see you.
Okay, okay, no, that's fine.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Direwolf A heads towards Sir Edward and attempts to take a bite out of him. And as you watch this direwolf run up towards you, Sir Edward, it just clamps down on your sword arm and just starts shaking violently, dragging you to the ground, knocking you off your feet and making you fall flat on your back. And you take 12 piercing damage.
I got expecting anything. Hold on. You said 12?
Yep.
Okay.
You have nothing. I mean, you do have things you can do, but do you want to do them right now?
Be looking.
Gotta be quick.
Uh, I will use Second Wind to regain 1d10 plus 4
That
for
won't.
HP.
No, that is that a bonus action, reaction, what?
Actually, I don't know what I can do.
Stunts endurance, I do believe. I can help my fellow party members out.
Where the hell is that?
Yeah, Stone's
Yes, I'll,
endurance is the only thing you can do, and it's once per short rest.
Yeah, I'll do Stone Endurance.
All right, so roll me a 1d12, and then you gain a +2 on top of that. And make sure you check it off that you've already used it.
Okay. Is this don't have to be a custom roll? Because that's the only way I see it.
Yeah. Do a custom roll 1d12. If you can actually add a +2, then great. If not, all right. Okay, so as you get dragged to the ground, you watch as your wounds heal, where you basically took no damage from that attack. So you're back up
Heal
to your
myself again?
36 points.
Gotcha.
And we move on to H.
I have something interesting we can do next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Quick question:
40. What?
Are the dire wolves really that big?
Yes. They are large creatures.
And they're taking up 4 squares?
Yep. Large creatures are
Okay.
10 by 10.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah, I mean these are so think about I hate to really reference it, but Twilight.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right. So yeah, these are basically Twilight-sized wolves. All right, and H goes up to Zorag and attempts to bite down on him. And dun dun dun. Whoo-wee. As H runs up to Zorag, it clamps. It leans its head way down, like it's about to dig into the earth, but ends up grabbing Zorag's leg and shakes him and lifts him up, and then just basically drops him back to the ground. And he takes 13 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. E is still under the spell.
Sweet. All
And
right.
Zane, you're up.
My damage isn't even my action turn, is it? Because it's just concentration based.
Yeah.
So I could attack him, but it would ruin my concentration. I'm gonna see if these guys die from this. All right, they take 9 damage.
Fuck.
Are they alive? Are they dead?
Yeah, you watch as B and D both. Wait,
All right,
B
and
and
you're gonna
drop.
you're gonna
dead.
hate me.
Whoops.
A and H are now gonna be in Five's Tails mixed force as well.
Did I just accidentally deleted the wrong one? Let me. That was supposed to be G, but let me fix that. So I will bring him back to the full hit points because he didn't have any damage. All right. So yeah, I screwed up and accidentally removed the wrong one. So now, but yeah, the wolf that was attacking.
Shadow, yeah. All right, now
I fixed the fuck up.
I'm gonna put A and let me see, A and H under Phantasmal Force now, because now I don't have to concentrate on those guys. Now I can recast it again. That is my last spell slot for a second spell, though, and it's just gonna be the same illusion. They also both now have to make a intelligence saving throw.
You said A and H?
Yep.
Fuck my All right.
All right, let's see how much damage they take. They both take 13 damage.
And what was the AC? Hold up. What was the AC?
The saving throw is
Yeah,
15.
DC.
15.
All right. A saves. H fails.
All right, that's fine.
A actually rolled a fucking natural 20.
About lucky.
Lucky
You know,
is no joke. So 13 damage for H. Jesus.
Yeah. And Zane's gonna yell to Sir Edward, Sir Edward, deal with the other wolf next to that. Don't worry about the one next to me and the orc. He is currently under my illusion. And Shadow should have the one in the forest.
What?
And that is my turn.
All right, Sir Edward.
Okay, Sir Edward will take a will try and decapitate Direwolf A.
You hit.
Okay.
And the question is, are you expending one of your charges?
Yes, also.
All right, make sure you mark that you've expended 2 charges and roll a 1d6. Nope. 1d6 only.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so
2.
total of 14 damage.
Where do I put down where I expend 2 charges?
That would be in your inventory.
Gotcha. So that's 1 and 2.
All right. Now, you've used your action. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So, yeah, you watch Sir Edward basically swing this sword around, towards the dire wolf, and as it contacts, you watch that white orb like enter into the body of direwolf A, and you notice the gash has a little bit of like a black shadow around it, or a black aura around it. Zorag.
So can Zorag stand up without provoking an attack of opportunity from anybody,
Yes.
or is that gonna? Okay, so Zorag gets up, unhappy with being on the dirt by a wolf. Direwolf A, what's the condition of that wolf? Does that look like he's been pretty well handled? And Wolf
He
H
is
being
bloody.
the freshest one. All right, let's go and finish this guy off. So Zorag, now within melee range, swings around his let's do this. Let's do the censer. His flail, and whacks the direwolf A, the bad wolfie. It's,
Okay.
+4 to hit.
Go ahead and roll your to hit.
Yep, there we go. Finally,
And it hits.
finally a decent roll.
Roll damage.
Oh my god, there it goes. The curses continue.
Well, I mean,
There's a reason why he's taking a life of healing instead of attacking.
You start swinging your flail over your head, everyone watches as this flail is just swinging over your head, and you bring it down on the wolf, and you yell out, "Bad Wolfie," and the wolf acts like you just barely touched it.
The sun was in my eyes.
The sun was in my eyes. Is that your turn?
My turn is complete.
All right. Donner or Shadow, you're up.
Okay, this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated for the DM.
Never.
You say that, but wait.
There's
Shadow
more.
has had about enough. So he says something in Draconic, more along the lines of, time for me to get a better sight. So as a bonus action, he uses Draconic Flight once per long rest as a bonus action. You gain temporary flight for 10 minutes or until you retract the wings. No action required, or have the incapacitated condition. During that time, you have a flight speed equal to your speed. So the cloak will start to rise. Everybody will see these white wings come out from his back, and Shadow will take off and will shoot straight up.
Okay.
When he is up there, he will draw his short bow. He will aim at Direwolf. Bring back up to map again. Direwolf E. While he does that, he will use his steady aim. Oh wait, no, that's a bonus action. Never mind, I can't do that. So he will just use his short bow to attack Direwolf E.
Okay.
I will roll for the attack. Oh, that was the wrong one. Sorry, that's the wrong one. That one. Okay, so
hits.
22 to hit.
It hits.
I hit with the rapier instead of the short bow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen that.
So with
roll your damage
Okay.
for the short bow.
And because I am up, I have sneak attack.
I don't know about that. Cause sneak
He
attack,
can't,
you don't have advantage.
No, but I roll 2d6.
Why
He
do you
can't see me.
have why do you have sneak attack?
If I don't have a bet. No, because I used to finesse a ranged weapon. The short bow is ranged.
Hold on.
And because I took flight, he can't see me.
Oh, he will. But no, that's the thing. That's where you're confused. Is that with sneak attack? Just because you fly up doesn't mean that you can't.
Oh, okay, yeah, he can still see me. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, because I see it. I see it. I see
Yeah.
why, because at least one of your allies within 5 feet of the target, the ally doesn't have the incapacitated status condition, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll, so it's a straight roll. Okay. I just needed to read more into that. I thought it would work because he couldn't see me, but because there was nobody close, I don't think. No, nobody within 5 feet.
Direwolf E would still be able to see you shoot straight up.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, that's fine. And plus, there's nobody else close.
Right.
So with that being the case,
your
just still up
arrow
in the air.
you take and you shoot your arrow down at it, and you definitely do your 9 points of damage.
because that was a bonus action to go in the air. I'm not going to move. So with that, I will pass the turn.
All right. So Direwolf A is under the... Well, wait. No, Direwolf A saved. That's right. Direwolf H is under the spell. Mm-hmm. Direwolf A shakes his head after being bonked by the flail, growls, "Really? Oh my god." Growls, snarls at Zorag, attempts to bite at his arm and catches nothing but air. H can't do shit. E, seeing, and by the way, E moving does not provoke an attack of opportunity because you're up in the air.
That is correct. That was a risk that I took.
10, 15, 20, 25. Comes down and goes after Sir Edward. What is with
Edward
these
says, "Come
shitty ass
here,
rolls?
puppy. You wanna play a game?"
Okay. E rolls and takes your little taunt, snaps at you, but barely misses your hand that you are pointing at it. And we are back to Zane.
All right. I know you love my turn so much. Let's see. Wolf
H.
takes 4 damage.
Well, hold on.
I doubt that kills him.
Hold on. I might get lucky.
Oh, yeah,
Wolf
true.
H is no longer under your phantasmal, because I forgot to actually roll for it when it was on its turn. Wait a minute.
All right, then
no,
you're about
hold
to
on.
hate me even more.
Hold on. No, I'm wrong. It takes 4 damage.
I'm still doing what I was planning. I'm going to move right here. I'm going to move specifically where I wouldn't even reach the opportunity attack since he's under my illusion anyway. And I'm going to cast the spell that I get via my staff, being Lightning Strike. They all must make a DC 17 dexterity check real quick.
Hold on. Lightning Strike, don't you have to be, like, next to it?
Lightning Strike, you can take a magic action, causes a bolt of lightning to leap from the tip of your staff in a line that is 5 feet wide and 120 feet long. Each creature in that line must make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw, taking 96 damage on a failed saving throw and half as much on a successful one.
Fuck my life.
It's a ranged attack.
Okay.
And so all to make a DC 17 saving throw real quick. Let's see how much damage they're going to do.
Oh my god.
All right, 25 if they fail.
17, DC 17. What was it? Wisdom?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay, A. And you said 17?
Yep. By the way, this is probably going to obliterate the forest.
Yeah, because H and E... Wait a minute. Nope. E didn't get it done.
Well, H is going to die from this either way.
Yeah, H and E fail.
All right, then
saved.
A takes half the damage, which is 12.5.
God. Yeah, as this lightning bolt just erupts from his staff or his quarterstaff, you watch it just shoot out, passing through H, A, E, and you hear them just scream, just yelp in pain, and basically their hearts stop, and each one of them falls over dead.
Jane just moves up to the party. Well, that was rather easy, frankly.
Fuck yourself, Zane.
Shadow, seeing all of the
Yeah,
dire
Shadow's
wolves
still in the
fall,
air.
looks down and sees his good buddy Zorag. He will fly over, go down to right in front of him, just as a little bit of a hover, release his wings, lands, getting kind of like this superhero pose, I guess you could say.
Oh my god.
Looks up and goes, Zorag, buddy, what brings you here?
He looks at Shadow, shakes his head, always showing off.
Zane just goes,
says,
I think I'm the one showing off here, to be honest with you.
Hey,
Also, out of
you know
curiosity,
me.
what's the state of the forest? Because the forest behind them all got hit by lightning, basically.
He said, doesn't know what brought him here, but he's sure it was Shadow's fault.
Yeah, the
Shadow just looks over at Korag and go,
the forest is a little bit scorching, a little bit of fire going on thanks to the lightning damage.
He just goes, I think I caused a wildfire. Not again.
Shadow looks over at Korag and go, you know I don't breathe fire, right?
Wait, what?
Zorag just
Yes.
nods yes. He says, we need to be out of this area.
I'm pretty sure the ground underneath us would probably be scorched as
Agreed.
well. So, by the way, that was the lower end of the
Shadow
damage I
looks
can do
around.
with that move.
So where are we?
Shadow looks around and sees the elf. Honestly, buddy, I have no idea where we are. Last I remember, we were getting ready for a battle. Shadow kind of, he kind of raves back because he sees two people he don't recognize.
Oh, I forgot. Y'all kind of just got transported here, didn't you?
Yeah, Zorag asked the other two, where are we? Is he, again,
Look,
just
man,
trying to
I
get
just
bearings
met
on himself.
the Sir Edward guy as well. I was hunting down one of their party members, apparently, who betrayed their god, but honestly, where we are as of now, no clue.
Yeah, and Orryn and my apprentice Trixie just disappeared.
I know Draconic, and I'm just going to speak Draconic to Shadow real quick, just to speak a little
Mind
bit
you,
of trust,
Sir
saying,
Edward
don't worry,
also
I
speaks
understand.
Draconic.
Okay, I'm just going to speak Draconic to see if that builds a little bit of trust as well. I'm going to tell
I
him
also speak Elvish.
the person who taught me
Yes.
was originally a dragon folk like you.
Shadow will remove the hood that he has on and will just nod his head to Zane. And will also, due to what he has seen Sir Edward do, just put a little nod his direction.
I'm gonna do an investigation check and see if this wolf's hide, like if the wolf's hide that I just killed, are worth like salvaging or not.
Speaking of,
Let's see.
thank
up
you.
Yeah, no.
One of the wolf.
Hold on
Sir
a quick
Edward picks up one of the
second.
wolf heads and says, "Do you think this would look good on a wall?" And drops the head.
I'm glad you
Just look at the
said
guy.
something because give me 1 second. Because that brings up the fact of looting monsters. So bear with me.
Yeah.
As he's doing, as you're doing that, Shadow will look over at I will never been able to pronounce his name.
Zorag.
My gnome buddy, or my Zorag. He looks over at Zorag, sees that he tried and he got hit. Looks over and goes, "Looks like you took some damage in this fight."
Yeah. A wee bite. So he
Now,
starts to bend down and take a look at it.
now, so you know, dire wolves can be harvested for wolf hide per wolf, wolf teeth, which can be turned into arrows or tips of the arrows, or a crossbow bolt, which will actually end up doing additional damage, and then also rations, which would be like chopping it up for meat.
Would you say the
Bolts.
wolves I struck with lightning are salvageable?
You got a
Will they
point
be
there.
kind
So,
of
I mean, you've
eviscerated?
at least got a few cooked pieces of meat.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and salvage.
Sir
the,
Edward looks at these three new people and says, "If you guys want to harvest them, you can. I don't need them. I got enough crap on me."
Now,
And I'm gonna go to
here,
where the
here is the other thing I need to mention about harvesting. Harvesting takes an hour per creature.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Never mind.
So it's up to y'all.
I'm just gonna ask. Do you guys think we should move forward or set up camp? I think we should personally move forward and get to town.
Well, Zorag
Edward picks up his
turns
great
on
sword
himself.
and puts it in his sheath, and I'm like, and he says, "Well, I'm gonna get moving. I don't know about the rest of you."
And I'm letting y'all know, by the way, I cannot cast that lightning spell again until dawn, is what he's gonna say. My staff needs the rest as I sheathe my staff as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go as well.
So,
Shadow looks over.
Good.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No, Zorag was just looking around to see if anybody else was hurt. If it was just him.
Yeah. Shadow will look over at you and go, "It took a little bit, but you know how I am."
No. Oh yeah. Okay. I think that I took about half my points, so I think I'm going to have to take a heal before I go too far.
Look at the map changed.
Yeah. I think,
but you're good. I got your back while you heal.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just do a quick touch of a cure wound on myself to get myself healed up a little bit. So I'm going to spend a spell slot just to cast a cure wounds. You don't want the healer to go down.
Sir Edward knows about that too well.
I was getting ready to do the exact same thing. Sure was.
Sir Edward watched it. Well, no, Sir Edward didn't even know his healer went down and then decided to jump out of a 3-story window.
And then himself go die.
Yeah, that was some of the greatest shit I ever seen.
How far do we have left until we get to town is what I'm gonna ask.
Oh,
as well.
you guys are now like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's still gonna take you another day to get there.
Hmm.
Zorak
gonna
is kind
say
of
for
looking
the-
around and knowing that he knows who Shadow is, and Zane said he just arrived here. She kind of looks at Sir Edward and says, "So we're all drawn to you? Why?"
I have no clue, my guy.
Shadow goes, hold on, bud. Hold on. He looks over at Zane and goes, you were coming after a former member of his party, correct?
Well, I kind of already sent him to hell. He,
Interesting.
let's just say his patron, I suppose he was a warlock of some sorts, wasn't very happy with him. And I was given the task for a coming of age for my 100th birthday as an elf. That's when we typically become adults in our culture, and we get a coming age quest in our little, I guess you call it a cult in our group. I don't personally share their views, but a task's a task. And my task was to send the guy who betrayed his patron, basically. I'm not sure if it was even his name, to be honest. I was just given a look. And my task was to send him the 9 health. And I did that.
He must have been unworthy of his mission and of his god.
Either way, that's not
Perhaps,
here nor there. I say we can probably trust each other, considering we just fought those disgusting beasts, to say the least.
Well, Shadow kind of looks over at Sir Edward's way and goes, you had a former sparring partner, correct?
Yes.
I've always got to, and he starts to, you see him start to fiddle with something on his wrist. He goes, I could always use the practice with this. Looks back at Sir Edward. You down?
I don't think
Sure.
the
Once we
wilderness
stop for
is a good
camp.
place to spar.
Sorry, what was that, Zane? I swear you just said something, Zane, while they were
No, I
talking.
told him, I was telling him that I don't think the wilderness is the best place to spar.
Well, I didn't say right now, did I?
Fair.
Well,
I'm so worried.
looks at everybody. Why are we standing here?
I
Zorak
assume we're
just
already
nods,
walking.
he said- Yeah, Zorak just nods and says, "Yes. My God sent me here for some reason, and it must be to serve whatever purpose you're doing. So, where are we going?"
I think we're going to some town, apparently, of some sorts.
There are bad people there.
No, we
No, we're
are
escorting-
delivering this. We are transporting this person, Irina. Did I say it right?
Yep,
Yeah, didn't even
Irina
notice
just, like,
Irina.
Is she a human, elf?
she,
Like, what,
she
what
is a
race
human.
is she? Human? Alright.
Yep, she's a human noblewoman.
Alright. I'm just gonna ask her, so, out of curiosity, are we getting paid for delivering you to this town?
Sir Edward over there has already been paid for the services. So, yes. And by the way, as as Shadow is looking around the area, you notice a a special cloak on the ground, and it seems to be in the area where you like teleported in.
And I cast detect magic.
And you would be able to determine it is a magical cloak.
Let me
And
cast.
and Sir Edward has actually seen this cloak, and it was worn by Trixie, who was standing in that spot.
Shadow goes over, picks up the cloak, notices that he teleported onto it.
It's exactly what Zane was going to worry against, is not to pick up the cloak.
Well, you got to see where I'm going with this.
It should be fine.
He picks it up, takes it over to Sir Edward, goes over to him and says, in giant. And Giant goes to him and asks, the person that had this before me, you considered a friend, correct?
Yes, he was my apprentice, as in the way of the I trained her for I helped her
I see you were stumbling upon your words, but I see where you're going with this. I'm not looking for more training. As you can tell by my battle scars that I wear.
Yeah.
I have been...
You don't need training.
But I would love to have somebody that would help me keep my skills sharp.
Well, that I can help you with.
So, do you want this cloak that your apprentice wore? Or would it be okay if I used it?
You can have it.
Do you want this? Shadow he'll put it away for now, and then later, whenever the party stops, he will put it on and do everything with that. Is there anything else that Shadow sees while he's over there where Trixie and Orryn were originally standing?
Yeah. So where Orryn was originally standing, i.e. where Zorag teleported in, hidden amongst the tall grass in the area, you happen to come across a short sword that seems to be not made of typical sword material. From what you can tell,
go over.
From what you can tell, it seems to have a silver edge to it.
Shadow will, pick it up. He'll, mess around with it a little bit. Got a nice balance. He'll, put it where he'll just hold on to it. He'll look at Sir Edward. He'll see that there's the great sword that he's really fond of. No. He'll look at Zane. I think Shadow will think to himself, if I give him that, he'll break his arm. Nah. Then he sees it's good, buddy. Zorag knows that Zorag's not too great with his weapon. Because there's some moments where he's kind of, a little wild, a little crazy. Can't hit a broadside of a barn. So go over to Zorag, I'll just take the sword, and just present it. Say, here, bud, you could use this.
Zorag accepts it begrudgingly, but he's like always carrying the extra weapons.
That's not an extra weapon, bud. Bud. Shadow will kind of walk over, put his arm or something pretty close to him. I think they're about the same height. Put his arm on his shoulder. Just go. It's your weapon.
Well, he takes it. He says, I'm sure we'll find uses for it.
I'm not sure we will. I'm sure you will. Gives him a pat on the shoulder and say, let's go.
Agreed.
With that, I will be definitely adding a silvered short sword to Zorag. I hate to say it, we are already at 2 hours.
I'm in the process of adding it now to mine.
Yeah, and we have already been at this for 2
Holy
hours.
crap.
Yeah, I know. See what happens when you're having fun?
And you're not late?
Yeah. But I don't know what y'all's schedule is like, if y'all got shit to do in the morning. Oh, I know Orryn does have work in the morning. Or not Orryn. Shadow does have work in the early AM.
Shadow does have work.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So.
And Zorag too.
All right. So I would say we call it a session at this point. We'll start off right about 3 p.m. Game time. 3 p.m. and let you guys continue on your way. I thought this was an amazing session for sure. It was great to bring Zorag and Zane into the party. And we will go ahead and end our stream at this point.
Every enemy
Thank
now is
you
going
to
have really
everyone who
intelligent
actually
saves.
joined us.
No, you're going to be the target of the DM from here on out.
Sorry,
Zorag will do better
what
This
was
is
that?
my
I
first
missed?
time playing a wizard, by the way. Like, ever.
Oh, this is your
Being a
first time
wizard is
playing a
fun.
wizard?
Yep.
Nice. Well, you've done a great job.
Hell of a job playing a wizard.
Even though I gave the wolves the fight back treatment.
Dude.
Like I said, the wizard and the rogue are going to be best of